All right, we're in round 7 of the 2026 San North Megacity. We've got Diogenes. So this is Ari, which you may have seen in a previous round. Atlanta player, a member of Meeting of the Minds, against Miser, Bay Area local. And on commentary, I am Nightride, Neil, and with me is Thomas Haas.
Hi, I'm Winston, Thomas Haas. Also Logic Bomb, also SF local. Excited to watch this game. This is round 7 between two very good players. We have Ari and Miser. Looks like it's going to be a Loup versus Weyland matchup. We had another one of these earlier, but it was Loup versus Wiki, and now we have it against BTL, a pretty different ID. Looking forward to this game.
Yeah, and this is with round 7, this is probably fairly high stakes for both these players. They're at a pretty high table here as well. And so this game could be kind of make or break for who makes the cut.
Yeah. I think that is the case there. We are by round 7 and 8, we are fighting for our lives, So just checking Miser's meat space name. Oh, I don't know if we're supposed to talk about it. I guess Arias mentioned it. Okay, well, we have the game starting now. And the number of clicks are incorrect, but they will fix it. At some point, they'll realize. Install.
Oh, we've understood that there's a problem.
Okay, there we go.
So what are you looking for as BTL here? What do you want to start with?
Gas.
Okay. Do we think
Charlotte.
This is a Charlotte probably?
Yeah. If this is a Charlotte behind some gear check that Loup can't deal with, that's a great way to start the first 3 turns,
Yeah. Charlotte, it is influence to spend, but BTL has a really nice time advancing at every turn because of the discount from build to last.
Yeah, it's so good. It does feel, I think, and Ari is playing good
running the remote.
Let's face check this.
Forcing the res.
Oh, okay, like 3 to res? Is it a... it's an event horizon.
An event horizon, yeah. So
that's interesting.
Thanks to the BTL advancement.
Well, this is interesting. You can have it fire and still go through.
If Ari wants to hard call this Charlotte, okay, and we are hard calling it. We're paying 3 going through. I think Rob has 2 choices: is either pop the Charlotte or let the trash go through. Okay, denying the Loup value, getting the Charlotte 3 credits. Okay,
this
is a great face check from Ari, forcing that Charlotte to hit the bin. Okay,
this price
playing the price, or as I like to call it, unsure gamble.
And we need this to be, that's pretty decent. I was going to say, we do want something good here because we're going down to 1 credit to play it. A daily cast would have been so nice. But a Keiko is okay. Yeah, sorry. We're just saying the same thing. Yeah.
Winston and I a little too in sync after years of playing Netrunner with a shared brain cell.
Let's see. Yeah, so that's the plan A. Is Keiko is pretty good. Okay. I don't think there was a plan B. It could have been Tungsten, Twinning, or Buzzsaw. None of those feel right now. So Keiko comes down, and then we click for creds. No. We click for creds.
So the reason this works is Keiko's install gives you a credit because of the particulars of Keiko's text. Keiko sees itself as an install, and so gives you a credit back for installing a companion. And it was free thanks to the price.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, yeah, Miser's state is kind of interesting. 5 credits and a resed event horizon, so you can jam if you've got something to jam that's of value. Okay, another install advance. So it looks like a second Charlotte, but we know Miser likes to bluff, huh?
Mm-hmm. And install. Okay. So we have 3 naked centrals and an event horizon. Loup is not at a lot of money. What are we afraid of here? Charlotte would be bad, obviously. Is there anything worth scoring here that would be? I mean, I feel like above, yeah.
You often want to save it for the twinning, but hitting a cast this early is huge value still.
Yeah. Drew, we clicked.
Okay, so we're hard calling a Charlotte again, looks like.
Yeah.
Ari's saying there's no other reason to advance a card in the remote. I think same thought process as you.
Here, I would outplay myself and go pretend like I'm a complete badass and check the spin instead. Needlessly.
There's no face downs in the bin though.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay,
That's
well, spin. Well, but spin is res reactively, regardless, so we don't want to lose it.
And we're also popping the Charlotte, so I think the theory there is we don't want to give Lou a trash. Maybe are we going to use this?
Are we going to use the spin? We don't. I mean, using spin on 2 Charlottes is pretty decent, honestly. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think Miser wants the cards here, and no, it is getting trashed. So Ari gets the Lou trigger, but spending 2 credits for that privilege.
That's interesting.
Unfortunately, no companion install. So yeah, Keiko, it's only really money if you're able to really get those companions installed once per turn. So good pressure from Ari, but I think needs to find the econ still.
Yeah.
Okay. Install ice on HQ, advance.
So I'm thinking a little bit about the last turn, about that spin not being used. Denying Lou value is always pretty good too, but I think there is a hidden value to spinning back 2 Charlottes. I think, obviously, draining credits is always good too, forcing them to trash the spin, but spinning back the 2 Charlottes does add more ambiguity to your install advances. That's like something that is always worth considering in Netrunner. I don't know if it's that big of a deal here. Corp is looking pretty comfortable in their position, but worth considering.
Well, also, I think I've seen Miser play this list, and I think...
Oh, my goodness. Like a boss.
All right, we're hard playing 2 strike funds for $6. Yeah, I think Miser likes to make a lot of money with this deck and set up really protected centrals and a single protected remote, and push out agendas while threatening measured. So really wants to get those Charlottes ticking. We have another card in the remote and ice protecting it.
Yep, and 13 credits. We feel comfortable doing something. Could be agenda, could be...
We haven't seen any anthills yet, but it seems reasonable. Maybe wall to wall is also possible.
Well, with those 2 strike funds, our money situation is looking a lot better, but your call out on the lack of companions is still really painful. I think we're digging partially just to get something like that going so we can have true drip econ from Keiko. Think. Draw, think, and... Taka. Oh, a Taka.
Taka's a difficult one to say.
Yeah.
When you have no breakers, but it's still value.
Oh, and that's all 3 strike funds.
Strike fund. Okay.
Wait, that's actually really significant. That is actually quite significant because we know from earlier, we've seen Ari's Lou list. It runs Lago, it runs Buffer Drive, and it runs Audrey. So the fact that you've played 3 strike funds in the first few turns and they're all in the bin now means you are planning on playing a relatively quick game. Ooh, and a seamless is the double.
This is a seamless. So looks like we're scoring a 4-2 here. Oh no, we have 2 seamlesses.
Oh,
Salt getting scored.
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
That's scary.
We mentioned this in brief before, but I think we're going to see it in action. Weyland with a Basalt scored this early has so many threats. You can pull back this seamless. If you have a single measured in hand, you're threatening playing it twice. This is it gives a lot of flexibility to the corp.
Yeah. I like Basalt a lot. I think when it first came out, people weren't playing it that much, and slowly it gained popularity. And now the more I play it, the more I love this card because I think post rotation off the books is fun and it looks like the Atlas near print, but in actuality, in terms of game feel and card design feel, I feel like Basalt is the new Project Atlas of Weyland. Like you score it, it's the big score, and once you've done it, your combos are all online, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not looking from HQ; it's looking from archives, but turns out that's usually fine too.
Yeah, Project Atlas, now rotated FFG card. My favorite agenda ever printed. It says that it's a 3/2 that if over advanced, gives you a counter for each over advancement. So today that would be called, I think, dividends 1. And you can spend an advancement counter at instant speed to add a card of your choice from R&D to HQ. And Basalt, functionally very different, but or maybe I should say literally it's very different, but functionally often achieves kind of the same thing of giving you the card you need when you need it.
Yeah. I think like one aspect of Atlas, which, off the books also sort of highlights, and other cards like Pivot also show, is like Weyland is the ID that lets you tutor. It lets you search for the card that you need and enables a lot of like combos. That is a sort of like sub archetype, I think, that is like pretty unique to Weyland as well. And so with Basalt, that really accentuates it. And I love its position as a 5/3, right? As a 3-pointer, it's a 3-pointer that really matters. Once it's scored, the entire architecture of this game is shifted. Effectively, Miser is holding 2 seamlesses at all points at this point, right? Which is super dangerous.
Even the Charlotte could very sensibly be pulled back here. And on the runner's side, we saw Ari get down a Rising Tide and I think discard a Rising Tide. So now we got a Rising Tide at 2, not scared of Maskarovka or Akhet, which could seems possible on this HQ here. Yeah, one of the considerations when playing Built to Last is, yeah, you often want to advance your ice instead of taking a credit because you're getting a little bit more value a lot of the times. But it does signal to your runner that ice is advanceable. So in this case, Weyland often likes to put Afshar or Winchester ice that is better on HQ on HQ. We know for sure that the ice on HQ is neither of those right now.
Yeah. I think I see a buzzsaw and a boomerang in hand for Ari.
Still no cheap way to deal with this event horizon.
Yes. And I think that's kind of the highest priority right now, is to get that rig set up, to get that, because the boomerang truly can't deal with it, right? So we do need a echelon to hit the table ASAP.
Yeah, and I think the reason you say the boomerang can't deal with it is maybe a second degree effect, which is that you don't really want to lose the boomerang in this matchup because it's so good into some of the Weyland ice. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pharos is the big one.
Oh.
Okay. Checking
boy.
R&D, stealing a Basalt. This is kind of where you want to be in terms of threat, right below the threat threshold.
No, this is great. This is very good for Runner. I think both sides have a lot of scary aspects now.
Yeah, let's see what Miser pulls back here. But Seamless is reasonable. Charlotte is powerful. I don't think we see what got pulled back here.
I don't see it.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, you see the defensive strength of Basalt as well is just okay. So we're not scared of touching another agenda. We're going to run, and we see a measure that is 18 shilling alt art of measured response that is hitting the bin. And it's still not online. But as soon as you reach threat 4, 2 Basalt counters, you can pull back a measured on the runner's turn, and then you can pull back the one you've just played on your turn. So double measured is already online once we hit threat 4.
Yeah, we're doing okay on credits, but we'll see if that stays the case as you have to challenge more and more servers.
Right.
Okay, a buffer drive hits the table. Maybe that means Loco is hitting the table too? Oh.
Discarding buffer drive. So there is theoretically the line where you use the rarely used ability on buffer drive to put a strike fund back on top of the deck, and then use your other buffer drive to start doing the cycling. But are you maybe making the call that, hey, we're at 3/3, the game's not going to last that long for that infinite econ to matter?
How that line could matter, though, is if you're holding Steel Skin and you're facing down the and you're facing down measured threats, right? Depending on the math, you may have to buffer drive a Steelskin to the top.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're pushing a 2-pointer behind 2 pieces of ice against just a Rising Tide.
We see a sacrifice zone expansion.
And it made him so much money. That was crazy. He advanced it for 1 credit and then got 5 back. That's sure gamble. That's hedge fund.
Oaktown renovation, one of my beloved agendas that has since rotated, worked somewhat similarly in terms of the credit, the fact that it gives you credits on advancement, and the fact that it is public, it is installed face up.
This is threatening.
Yeah, the interesting part about Sacrifice Zone expansion is its second ability is that you can remove an advancement counter on it when a successful run is made on a different server to deal immediate, which
I'm looking at this board state though, and it's very scary because we do want to challenge this pretty badly. Okay, great. We see the echelon, and he even points at it.
Yeah. Okay, we're excited about that echelon.
We love seeing echelon.
I think we're missing a buffer drive trigger here, maybe.
Oh,
wonderful catch.
He got too excited. I mean, I would be too.
I would be pretty excited. So we know with the bust on hand that this remote is at least theoretically breakable, though I'm not sure if 11 credits is sufficient.
And not just efficient. We are now. I mean, the point of running that server is to steal the points, and if you steal the points, you will get. Okay, we
remember buffer drive. We bottomed pinhole.
But if we touch the sacrifice expansion zone, we are getting double measured. If it's lethal, so that has to be the consideration. And already our credits have gone under. So
hey, we are running the remote here.
Here we go.
Are you not afraid of the measured, or maybe he's just trying to force reses and does not intend to steal?
We haven't seen a Steelskin be played yet, have we? I don't think so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I think there's at least one in hand. I think there's at least one in hand. So that helps.
That might be the goal. Try to like bait the basalt tokens out here. Because yeah, that would actually put the corp in a much worse spot if they gave up the basalt tokens and didn't end up winning as a result.
We
see a logjam get rezzed. Not an ice at the boomerang is going to be helpful for. I think we've got a few types at least. Maybe no ice, but
yeah. So strength 3.
That's it.
I mean, that's good enough. You're running through a strength 3 log and a event horizon is not easy. So boost.
Yeah.
Keiko math. Boost, break. Keiko gives you 1 back.
I think we need to do this just because of Taka, basically. Like we need to spend Taka money, and this is
I'm seeing 3 cards in hand and 6 credits on the board. So
there's a click left.
There is a click left. And it's a click that has to be, you have to run through event horizon.
No, I think you can let it. I think you can just use this to drain the corp's resources. Like this could just be a tempo run where you say, okay, lose your event horizon, so I know I don't really have to run the remote twice in the future. It also forces the logjam res kind of early, right? Before there's like an event horizon already in the bin.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so yeah, we're using the event horizon, and Ari has to make a choice on how to survive the potential of double measured here.
So we see 1 Steelskin and 2 boomerangs in hand.
So this isn't a Steelskin.
I mean, there was no successful run.
Oh, was there not?
I don't think so, right? Yeah.
That's right. So can this measure not be played?
I don't think so.
Well, we added it hand anyway.
Advance. Gain some credits. I think. Did we add measured? Well, yeah, we added seamless. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Last click, Myoshu.
That is game. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, what a cool line.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I will admit I had this game spoiled because I walked by this table right as this happened, and I was like, oh my goodness. So it made quite an impression. And that's why that last turn felt pretty impossible. How do you win in Ari's shoes? Like, what is the line that you can actually take? Because you do have to run it twice now, right?
You're absolutely right. That's really hard to.
And if you run it twice, you die.
The echelon here.
So
This is even after hitting the echelon on the lucky hit. That's
yep.
incredible, yeah. And Mioshu, for those of you who haven't seen it, 10 costs to play operation from Weyland and Vantage Point card that says play only if you've scored another agenda this turn, I think.
No. You can play it if you can. You can play it if you score an agenda that you did not install this turn.
Install, right? Okay, thank you. And then you add it to your score area as an agenda worth 2 points. So the basalt was scored, the sacrifice was scored, and the Mioshu was played on the same turn as scoring the sacrifice, and that got Miser to 7 points.
Yeah, and that card is so expensive to play, but Sacrifice Expansion Zone is perfect for it, right? Because as you score Sacrifice Expansion Zone, you're basically making like 8 credits or something like that. So, and with
really,
Seamless too, it gives you the clicks, right? So the Seamless was recurred so that you could just advance Seamless Myoshu with your 3 clicks.
Yeah, Ari with a tough draw there, but making the most of the situation, charging the remote on the last turn, maybe sniffing that out a bit, and then playing around measured, and maybe not expecting the Myoshu. A great game from both players.
Yeah, really cool list and a great game from both.